Hello and welcome to the 2025 Powerlifting America Bench Press Nationals here in beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We are here today, day one, session 3 of Bench Press Nationals. My name is Adriana Davis. I'm joined by Michael Gagne, aka Strength Through Cinema. We are presented here today by SBD, Strength, Belief, Determination. We've had a great couple of sessions thus far. This session 3, day 1 of Bench Press Nationals is going to include all of the Masters 1 women. And Michael, how are you feeling about this? We are super excited to get started here in just a couple of minutes.
I mean, we got a pretty short session here today compared to the first couple that we've had. But honestly, very few misses so far.
Very few misses.
Very few
Good
misses.
execution.
Great attempt selection. Everyone's been looking really strong.
Yeah, and I do think that a lot of these Masters lifters are coming in with a lot of experience. So that does speak a bit to their attempt selection, their execution. They've been here before. They know what to do. They're going to execute. Audrey Mott is going to start us out with 35 kilos on the bar for her opening attempt. She's in the 69 kilo class. Easy enough there. Perfect start to the day.
That is a good lift. We call to the platform when we
3 white lights.
Open 75 kilos. That's 104 pounds. Bar is loaded.
Namisha Mitha now, 47.5 for her opening attempt. She's got that beautiful USA team singlet on. She's been on the international platform before, been to the NAPF Pan American Bench Press Championships, competed at last year's Bench Press Nationals. She's been around the block before.
That is a smooth
Nice and easy there again. 3 white lights.
65 kilos.
Now again, as Michael said, this is going to be a pretty short session. We've just got one flight of about 10 lifters here. It's going to go fast. We've got very experienced spotters and loaders.
Which is something to think about, especially with such a short flight. Not much rest time in between
No.
attempts.
Faith Cloth now, 65 kilos on the bar, just a bit over her body weight. She's competing in the 63 kilo class.
Looks easy enough.
Yep, on these openers, we're not going to be expecting any major fireworks. They should be super easy attempts just for these lifters to get on the board. Yeah, we are moving super fast here. Stephanie Tracy now, 70 for her opening attempt, around about 155 pounds. Stephanie's another one of our experienced lifters, as again, a lot of these Masters lifters are. Been competing since 2013. Placed on the podium at last year's Bench Press Nationals.
As we kind of mentioned before, not too many misses. I've honestly haven't seen too many reds other than just outright fails. Jury has stayed pretty silent this entire time.
Yeah, it's been a pretty clean day thus far. Again, these Masters lifters, they know what they're doing. Smooth, easy there.
Our next weight is 75 kilos for Rachel Neal.
And the bench press is such a technical lift as well. And these lifters just seem, all day, like you've said, we've seen good lifts across the board, barely any misses. They seem to have their technique honed in as well.
And a bunch of different strategies that kind of come into, you only have 3 attempts, right? And it's bench at that. What kind of goes into that game plan of planning out your bench attempts?
Sure, for instance, Rachel Deal here, going to open up with 75 kilos. And again, not a lot of room for super crazy attempt selection. You just want to open up super easy, as Rachel did there. Little bit sticky in the middle, but still a very smooth opening attempt.
Kind of something we were discussing in a session before. A lot of these lifters, super long arms, very close grips, they just power through it.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the bench depth rule was introduced a couple of years ago, and as a referee, I just ref the session before. Barely had to look for any. Like you said, I think that's a little bit more common with the masters lifters. They more so just kind of power through. Of course, they do have great technique, but a lot of them don't have super big arches, super short range of motions, just pure unadulterated strength. Charlene with an easy 80-kilo opening attempt. Very smooth, and a pretty big bench press for someone in the 57-kilo class.
Pink singlet too, celebrating Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. We love our bench pressers. As Christy Rice now, 90 kilos on the bar. Again, for a masters lifter in the 63-kilo class, Christy's going to be fighting for overall best masters lifter. And, I mean, opening up just below that 200-pound mark. I'm excited to see how this moves.
A huge opener. Looks strong.
Super strong. Likely going to take a 5 to 7.5 kilo jump there. Like you were talking about with the attempt selection, it's a bit more straightforward than the bench press, especially on the women's side. Usually it's going to be 5 kilo jumps, 2.5 kilo jumps, maybe 7 if you're feeling a bit spicy.
I think the biggest jump I've seen so far, just commentating the previous session, I think I saw a 12.5 jump.
Courtney, 92.5 to start out her day. Another nice and easy opener. Courtney is another one of our lifters who has been around the block, has been to national level events, even competed at the bench press world championships last year, ended up on the podium. Bar is loaded for Tara Highbow. 95, 210 pounds on the bar for her opening attempt. Been competing since 2015. I mean, so powerful with that closer grip, longer range of motion.
Raise the bar to 110 kilos. That's 242 pounds for Sarah Wages. Bar is loaded, Sarah.
Jumping the bar up to 110 to start out Sarah Wages' day. Yet another one of our lifters who has been on the international stage time and time again. Competed at Bench Press Worlds last year, as well as the NAPF Pan American Championships. See how this goes for her.
Looks easy enough.
Easy. What a great way to start the session. Every single lifter got their opener on the board. Nothing looked super difficult. You can see that sometimes. I mean, the competition is very different from training. Sometimes lifters come in, they had a rough cut, travel was rough. Sometimes things don't go to plan, but so far so good in session 3 of Bench Press Nationals with every lifter on the board. Now we are back to the top of the order. Audrey Mott taking a 5 kilo jump to 40 kilos for her second attempt.
And you got to think, too, bench typically takes a bigger hit when it comes to body weight cuts and everything like that. So it's just one extra thing you got to plan for.
A little sticky. Fights her way through, though. It's a good lift, 3 white lights. I imagine she's probably going to take a 2.5 kilo jump there. Seems like the smart move. I mean, that matched her personal best bench press in competition. So if she were to move up that 2.5, I'd give her an all-time meet PR. Namisha, again, taking a 5 kilo jump, pretty standard, to 52.5 for her second attempt.
Looks like she competed in the Pan American Bench Press Championships as well.
Could be looking to make her way back there. Nice and smooth. 3 white lights. It was a little bit shaky on the way down, but you're going to expect that when you're lifting so close to your 1 rep max.
And bars loaded for Faith.
Bars loaded for Faith. 70 kilos on the bar.
Looks like a very seasoned lifter here.
Very experienced in the game. Competing since 2019, but looks like she's got over 20 meets on her scorecard there.
Competed in Worlds back in 2022.
Again, just very, very experienced, and you can tell her technique just looked super honed in. Looked a little bit difficult off the chest, but she was able to keep her form in check, keep everything tight, and push through. 72.5 now for Stephanie Tracy.
Looks like she competes in New York a decent bit. Another lifter matching their shoes with the plates. Gotta appreciate it.
I love the aesthetics. Big breath there. There we go.
Strong.
Super strong. Now, she took a 2.5 kilo jump to her second attempt. Likely just going to take another 2.5 there. Seems pretty standard. Again, I mean, bench press attempt selection, fairly straightforward. A little bit easier than trying to select attempts for a full power meet. Rachel jumping 5 kilos to 80 for her second attempt, round about 176 pounds.
And this looks like it's 5 kilos over her personal best.
Already a personal best on her second attempt. And if I remember correctly, her opener was pretty smooth. Let's see how this goes for her. Nice.
That's good.
Clearly has made some progress in training. That is a good lift. Could take another 5 kilos there. Looks strong for it. Would be a 10 kilo meet PR, and that is hard to come by in the bench press. Bars loaded for Charlene, 85 for her second attempt. Another one of our seasoned competitors, competing since 2018, in and out of equipment. This would be 5 kilos under her best raw bench in competition.
Looks strong.
Technique is honed in. Could potentially jump another 5 there. 5, 2.5 is what I'm expecting.
That's 209 pounds. Bars loaded.
We are rocking and rolling. This is moving super fast. Feels like I just saw Christy a couple minutes ago. 95 on the bar for Christy Rice.
Looks like that's 2.5 under her best all time.
And again, she is competing in the under 63 kilo class. This is a big bench, not only in the open division, but she is a master's lifter. See how this goes. There we go.
Nice and easy.
Could be due for a meat PR there.
She is 2 for 2.
3 white lights.
We remain at 95 kilos for Courtney Castrino. Bar is loaded and ready. Courtney.
Courtney, 95 for her second attempt.
It's looking like 5 kilos over her all-time best. She competed at the World Best Bench Press Championships last year.
Again, another one of our seasoned competitors, been on the international stage. Could be looking to make her way back onto the team. There we go. Nice celebration there. 3 white lights. I mean, I'd be celebrating too. 5 kilo meat PR on her second attempt.
And looks due for more.
Yeah, that's kind of what you expect from a second attempt. Not something that's too easy. You're warming up still on the platform, but something where you can kind of gauge where to go on your third. Tara, 100 kilos on the bar for her second attempt, 220 pounds.
That's a big milestone lift.
Huge milestone lift, especially on the women's side of powerlifting.
Looks like 10 kilos under her all-time best, so she should smoke this.
There we go. Had to put in a bit of work, but smooth all the way through. Had that super close grip there, so she's got a long way to go. We jump up to 117.5. Huge bench press to close out the flight with Sarah Wages. She looks focused, looks ready.
That's just shy of 260 pounds. That's huge.
Didn't look like that much. Did not look like 260 pounds there. Easy work for Sarah Wages. 3 white lights.
42.5 kilos from Audrey Mott. Now, audience, I want to compliment you. You guys are strong and fantastic. But I'll remind you, this is the third round of lifting. We need to crank it up just a tad more. Bar is loaded.
Back to the top of the order into third and final attempts. We told you this session was going to go quick. Audrey Mott taking that minimum 2.5 kilo jump. This would give her a meet PR at 42.5 kilos.
Audrey looking to come away here, go 3 for 3, grab that 2.5 kilo PR. Just have a good day.
Stick with it. Nice work there from Audrey. Walking away with that 2.5 kilo meet PR at her first ever meet on the national platform. Great day for Audrey Mott.
This is 126 pounds. Bar is loaded.
Namisha, another lifter, looking to end her day with a 2.5 kilo incremental meet PR, 57.5 for her third and final attempt in the bench press at Powerlifting America Bench Press Nationals.
Oh, wow.
I almost thought she lost it there off her chest. Judges say 2-1. It's a good lift. Take a look at that replay there. Yeah, I'm not sure if the bar went up and down. It was an extremely close call. The chief referee thought it did. That's why you saw that blue card there. But the side referees thought it was good. And that is all you need in powerlifting. 2-1. Lift is good for Namisha, and she walks away with the meet PR. Faith now, 75 kilos, another lifter, looking to walk away again. This would be 2.5 kilos over her all-time best bench in competition. There we go. Yes. Never lets the weight bully her out of the pocket, sticks with her technique, and that is 3 white lights. Faith cloth.
That's about perfect attempt selection there.
Yeah, I mean, the trend continues from the morning sessions. We are seeing great attempt selection thus far. Lifters walking away with meet PRs. Now, Stephanie Tracy jumping up 2.5 kilos. She made those even jumps across the board. Again, that's pretty standard in the bench press, especially on the women's side. 75 to end off her day.
72.5 was a little bit of work, but with this 2.5 jump, I think it'll be right on the money.
There we go. Yes. Again, great attempt selection there from Stephanie. That is a 3 for 3, all white lights day for her. I love this. I mean, all these lifters are just executing, making great attempt selection.
For the most technical lift, not too many
And that's
misses.
difficult to do, yeah. And in a standard full power competition, the third bench press is the most missed lift, statistically. Let's see Rachel continue the trend here. 82.5 for her final attempt. Already hit a 5 kilo meet PR on her second. Looking to just add cherry on top here.
Looks like she's competed in Wisconsin, Minnesota a little bit. See that Midwestern power.
There it is, that Midwestern strength. She channeled through 3 white lights. Take a look at that replay. Slows down, but she does not give up. Another 3 for 3 day for Rachel Deal. And take a look at this, 90.5. That is not a standard attempt. This is going to be an American record attempt for Charlene. Rowan comp, 90.5. Around about 200 pounds on the bar for the Masters lifter in the 57 kilo class. Let's see her get this. Oh my goodness.
Man.
Yet again, I almost thought she lost it right off the chest there. But she pushed through, stuck with her technique. Yeah, right there, the bar almost goes towards her face. But again, she sticks with her technique. That is our first American record of the session. And we just have a couple more lifts here to wrap up session 3. Courtney, 97.5 for her final attempt.
Another big Midwestern lifter here, as we can see.
Channeling that Midwestern strength. See it? Yet again, 3 for 3, 3 white lights for Courtney Castrino. Big 7.5 kilo meet PR to end her day.
Bar is loaded for Christy.
We've only got 3 more lifts in this session, and they are all over 100 kilos. Christy Rice, 100 for her third and final attempt, attempting an all-time 2.5 kilo meet PR, trying to pick up that huge milestone in the bench press of 100 kilos. Yes.
Wow.
Wow, that's all I have to say too. 3 white lights.
Looks like she's got some heart on her socks, and it was all heart on that finish there.
Perfect attempt selection. All heart on Valentine's Day, and we all love the bench press.
Bar is loaded for Tara. We are down to just 2 attempts in this session. Our last 2 attempts.
Tara coming out to a huge 107.5 for her third and final attempt. Interesting attempt selection here. Jumped 5 kilos and then decided to jump 7.5.
I mean, it is bench press nationals. You got to imagine, you got to go all out, you know?
You have to go all out. Nice descent.
Ooh, it's going to be close.
It is going to be a close call. She did lock it out. That is our first miss of the entire session. There it is right there. Now the bar has to stay in one motion on the way up. If there's any down-up motion, all 3 of our national level and higher referees caught that. Unfortunately, that's going to be a no lift for Tara. And now our final bench press of session 3 of Powerlifting America Bench Press Nationals. Sarah Wages going for a huge 125. This is a 275-pound bench press.
Nice even 2 reds there on the bar. Just a huge attempt.
Let's see it. Just a bit too much for the day. But this is the platform to do it. She had to go for that 2.5 kilo meet PR. And folks, that is it. That was a super quick session, session 3, day 1 of Powerlifting America Bench Press Nationals. Pretty great session, only 2 misses and only 1 miss on strength. I mean, we saw great execution across the day, returning international level competitors, having great days, hitting meet PRs. We even had an American record from Charlene. Great day. Now, do not go far because our final session of day 1 of Powerlifting America Bench Press Nationals is going to start in just about an hour.